Welcome to News Arcade. This is a tutorial on how to use our tool for publishing interactive news stories in News Arcade.
So now that you know how News Arcade Story works, you are eager to create your own story. That's great, let's get started. For this, you first need to log in into the News Arcade authoring tool, or as we call it, the CMS. This is a web-based tool which is available in different languages and which allows you to create the News Arcade experience. Once you have logged in into your account, you will be greeted with an overview of the three most recent drafts, which you can see here, while you can get an overview of all other open drafts below in alphabetical order. There is a search bar to easily search and find the right story to work on. Under the published stories, you are able to see the stories that have been finished and have been published. Once you click on one of these, you open the editing and you can still change and make last minute adjustments. But now let's go back to our draft stories and see how we can create a new story. For this, you have to add a new story, choose a title, description, and very importantly, a challenge news value, which is the goal towards which your readers, your players, will aim to achieve when making their choices in the experience. You can choose a language for the story. I'm going to do this in English, and the style. Once you have saved this, the story is created, and you can start to edit the draft. You can go in a linear fashion, page by page. Some of the editorial text is already there by default. In this case, you can choose to leave it as it is or edit it to fit your story better. Sometimes, though, it is very important that you make changes. In these cases, you are presented with some red text. Here, for example, you need to name your challenge. So we're going to call it our tutorial challenge. Once you have created this and saved it, you can preview this page to see how it looks for the end user. If you're happy with this, you can say that this page is complete and go to the next one. Here, for instance, you need to provide more general knowledge of the story, a photo, some more links, and of course, you can edit also the other calls to action. How does this look like? Let's preview. You notice that there's a lot of things missing, so now it's time to really get busy and do some editorial work. Completing a story might take you somewhere between an hour to a couple of hours, depending on how inspired you are and how much at hand you already have your resources for creating this new experience. If you're starting from an existing article, this makes your job a lot easier. Once you're done with all of the pages, you can preview the entire experience, play the game as a user, and if you are happy with the results, you can go back to the overview of the story. Everything should be in green here, and you can click the publish button, which will make the story public. Of course, this is just a draft, so I'm going to unpublish it immediately. If you are stuck, don't worry. We have a manual for you. We have a lot of videos that showcase how you can create stories step by step. And of course, we have hints which are scattered around the entire interface of the CMS. That's it. Have fun and publish your stories. Let's go. And good luck.
Watch more tutorials and take our training course on our homepage.